here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
I've weapons to sell. Truth be told, I'm of half a... Mind to pack... Much obliged.
The Batali Knights use this place to train. You're not one of us, so I cannot imagine you've any business being here. Pray, leave us in peace. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort them here, so that they can join the evacuation? The smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense. But as for his wife, well, suffice to say Cleuna has always been a contentious sort. She'd have naught to do with us, given the choice, and isn't likely to take kindly to the arrival of any of my knights on her doorstep. I can only hope that she will be more willing to listen to you, a third party, as 'twere. And while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due haste.
I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
I quite agree.
Times such as these are what land...
Behold! It moves! For what impelled it, I cannot say. Go forth, Talos! May you strike down any dragon in your path!
A pawn is within that statue. What is the meaning of this? I sense no hostility from it. Let us see what it aims to achieve ere we...
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
Here's we found a ballista.
Tis a glad thing we happened upon this. Unleashing it during combat ought to fluster our foes.
What did you do? How is this possible? Your pawn. You see, Arisen? We have naught to fear from any overgrown lizard.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
We will urge the people to flee to the seafloor shrine. The statue halted the cloud's advance! But now the statue is broken. A shame, really. What could yon chest be hiding? I must know!
Not...
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. What is it that impels you, I wonder? Alas, would that the world had not come to this. For I am certain that your tale would have been a glorious one. Yet, 'twas not to be. You need only cast your gaze upward to glimpse the futility of your defiance.
There, Master! A hobgoblin!
It is weak to lightning strike.
Reinforcements? If we had such resources. Here, use this fire to ignite our foes.
on my way!
Master, we ought to quit the field ere the option is taken from us. When our curatives run out, we're done for.
Well then, I'm not sure.
This brute has quite the temper.
Why do you not use their rage to our advantage?
It's easily done.
Magics are at your disposal.
Future adversaries. Have my protection.
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
We fight. To arms.
Fear not, 'tis well in.
a moment, I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my thanks to you, Arisen.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I'm in your debt.
Never you fret. We all have our moments.
Thank this place. I'd gladly accompany you, believe me. But the others here, well, suffice to say, they won't be able to join us. Follow me. You'll see what I mean.
This is clearly designed to carry us somewhere. It could prove useful.
This seems useful. It would be a shame not to employ it to our advantage.
Now, there's a worthy prize. Only
Tis a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. You'd have more luck. I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon them here, all the same. I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. The enslavement of pawns doesn't sit well with me. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. Either that, or the current state of the world helps to put things in perspective. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out, but naught's done any good. I'm at rather a loss.
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here, and so we remain.
I implore you, Arisen. Take me with you.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain. And they told you that, did they? Strange. I couldn't get a word out of them. I wonder why they saw fit to speak with you. But never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of the problem at hand. It was the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life. But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God's Way to command the pawns to protect him. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. But why would they continue to obey when the man is long gone? Unless... Listen, friend. I've a thought. What say you have a look around and see what you can turn up? If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, it could be that he is lurking somewhere not far from here. Use that key to have a look around. It should open any doors you come across. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well. I have a feeling he's still lurking about here somewhere.
This door will keep its secrets till we find the key.
Let us return once we've the key in hand.
Searing heat or freezing cold? Which is the greater hardship, I wonder?
Remain focused. A clouded mind shall serve you poorly in an ambush.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? I'll go and open the chest.
So, the pawns were being held here by the power of this godsway. Now they ought to be free to make good their escape.
Well said.
It appears to be locked, and we've no key.
So, there was naught left of the Overseer but bones, eh? I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him to the grave. He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. Now that the pawns are on their feet, methinks I can get them to safety. I only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word! Isn't this the Godsway? With this, I'll be able to guide the pawns to the refuge without delay. Now there's no chance of any of them being left behind. Seems I've no end of things to thank you for, my friend. I appreciate all you've done here. I'll get the pawns to safety, don't you worry.
With this, their evacuation is all but assured. Godsways are loathsome artifacts, but I suppose they have their uses.
Outstanding. The undead have risen to face us!
Holy attacks ought to prove most effective against it.
This spell will empower you with elemental magic. Disposal.
come to think of it, have you always pursued your current location in your service to the original?
Well, there was a time I served our master as a mage. I can scarce believe how far I've come since then.
For a moment, I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my thanks to you, Arisen.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
I've got good feet.
Well now. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend, but we'll manage on our own. I couldn't bear to be pressed in among those crowds.
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear, come hell or high water. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you'll recall. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our back on another helping hand extended only in kindness.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. It seems we'll be accepting your offer after all, friend. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment, but be mindful. The path seems much changed since last we were. Booked it.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Ser Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look?
You're no soldier. I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head at least. Always a pleasure.
I would have us save as many lives as we can.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg your assistance. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. Sir Lamond, his name is. The man's something of a regular at our hot springs. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation, but he has flatly refused to join us. I must confess, I'm at a loss as to how I might convince him. Could I prevail upon you to try your hand? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. It would be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
That's just what I was thinking.
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
A trying time for merchants of any ilk.
Might I prevail upon you to speak with Sir Lamond? What I say is...
So tired. I barely the vim to tie my boots.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope...
Fancy a look at my wares? Greetings. Its healing waters draw upon the Volku. Come again.
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Did you want something? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Now you're cottoning on. No need to worry about me, cuz. If trouble comes calling, I'll be sure to scarp her. Glad we understand each other. I can take care of myself.
Sir Lamond has refused to lend his aid, and it seems there's little hope of changing his mind. Let us inform Sir Ernesto.
I'm afraid we were not at our best.
So, Sir Lamond is not to be convinced. It would have eased my mind to have him join us, but I suppose there's naught to be done. The hour of our departure is almost upon us. It will be slow going, no doubt. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending cut. Chaos intact.
Lontana pele telume, ane martir, tindome...
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that she can only... carry so much by yourself.
I fear for the armor.
Red with fury.
My friend,
How glad I am to see you yet live. When word reached me of your uncanny disappearance, I admit I feared the worst. What has become of this world? Our people fear for the future. We cannot be sure we will be safe here, yet this place is all we know, all we have. You think we need to evacuate? I see. And you know of a place where we might find refuge? I should gladly follow you, but I fear my father will not be so easily persuaded. Nonetheless, we can but try. Come.
As arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide that we might speak with him.
'Tis as you say.
Findelnar, ne veo norwende lis kemen. Moriven lis erumar...
Kasinke telpi nun findaler. Nun mor. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne? Iav...
Mornambue roth enfane ava silmines fana. Ne vea tara morivin. Lis fa alda kar kemen rose oi andil. Kemen rose elame mor orne arenka liasur? Liamorevin onduiroth mine falis ne kenalien martir. Falan venis in heranon elvisoron ne eruor.
Nullis amanda kill angadur.
Kemen rose andil soron russa ne karilm ilarato. Ne moretele erando morivun telume?
Findelnar, morivin les Hjermenan? Nefa oio sur.
Alcarwa fir nun eldai ane martir, tindome ingarina fa alme Alcarwa? Eteler sorne an fameltol, vanelin huror soron. Kasinke telera nefir heranon, anne arte her firnis. Nullis amanda kill angadur.
That man's head is harder than the Arbor Heart's trunk. Let's demonstrate the cutting's resilience and prove him mistaken.
Of course.
So here of Molis.
Nun lia tilmo. Jarmen ran soron.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over... Touch a sum.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
There's no telling how long this place will hold.
It was a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Ilmen Arenfanne.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Kasinke telpi nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon, anne aidalia anandor, nun lintan. Heror anne oia fermo.
Nenamboe javstir uru findelnar. Liateren ayale. Kemen ros urun leteren, ne romen an artelpe minasfana.
Luintaremi ki nailen meltol, parante lume an lis. Ne kemen kayayinju, nun ne meltol linkan aldakar, an fir nun fiamor.
Palan menran, lis fa arnefane. Elorato ala, nun mor arda her. Firnis an erumar nenwen mor aiwanon, alcarwa iavstir lalasta, nun falesmir magananon?
I thank you, friend. It would be no exaggeration to say that you have saved my people.
Your fight continues, does it not? Be well, and come back safe. Stay. Let us talk.
I would like to do some shopping.